And Teri Angel here for a meditation a day. Today we are going to do something we call meditation excavation. We invite you to join us. Teri and I are just going to go into meditation right here, right now, and we'll just share with you what Spirit is sharing with us. Teri Angel, thank you so much for being here.
Good morning, Ruth. It's so good to be here with you.
All right, well, are we ready?
Ready. Yeah, let's start with centering. Just take a breath in. Feel that beautiful energy as it enters your lungs, travels throughout the inside of you, warming everything up. And feel it going down the length of your body, down into the earth plane, to the very core of Mother Gaia. And as you stand there with those roots down in the earth, feel the presence of these angels. We're going to call in first Archangel Raphael, invoking the energy of healing. And then next we go to Archangel Michael, asking for protection, asking that only that which is of love and light can come into our midst today. Archangel Gabriel, we ask for clarity. We ask you to open up the messages that we need to hear. And Archangel Uriel, who's been standing with us as we ground into the earth, thank you for helping us to feel centered and balanced. And now let's bring that energy from the earth up to our hearts, anchoring it there, breathing in love. And with your next breath, let's focus our attention to the divine, calling on Divine Mother to be present with us. Christ, the Creator, whatever name you choose, I choose to call that Creator God, calling on other archangels, ascended masters, loved ones in spirit. Thank you for being present and surrounding us today. Only love and light in this place and in our hearts. Just take a moment to breathe that in as we see where Spirit wants us to start digging today, start excavating into what we need to know, and it will show up. We have every confidence in that. So just take a moment and be surrounded by this beautiful divinity and these wonderful angels.
Thank you. Thank you, Teri. Teri, I don't know if you remember a couple years ago with Deb Goldberg, we were doing one of these meditations and we ended up on a raft in the middle of some etheric ocean. And that's where we are today. And I actually sensed Deb with us, probably because you were just with her.
Yes. Mm.
But I remember it was a particularly difficult time in humanity. It was during COVID, and it was during the beginning of COVID, really. And no one knew what this was going to look like, how it was going to play itself out. And there was a lot of fear and upheaval. And they had us floating on this raft, and that's where they've got us today.
I remember it vividly. It was a very tumultuous time, but I felt peaceful on that raft.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it makes a difference the people that we surround ourselves with. We keep each other calm or we put our anxiety out there for others. But this is a calm, peaceful place to be. And the waters are smooth sailing. There's no being tossed about.
When there's nothing to do, we aren't controlling. We're not controlling the raft. We're not trying to power our way into any particular direction. It's lay back, watch the clouds go by. It's that slow. Purposeful nothingness, but it's not nothing, it's full.
Right. What is the term? A pregnant silence? It's so full and ready to birth forth whatever we take from it. I'm looking at those clouds, Ruth, and I'm listening to the sound of nature. And it's so beautiful just to be in that space. Everything else just falls to the wayside.
Well, and I can hear the lapping of the water against the raft. Feel a little bit of the spray.
Mm.
It's such a good reminder because I don't realize how often I'm connected to the adrenaline of everyday life.
Mm.
And in this space right now, there's no adrenaline. I can hear Deb talking.
Yeah, it feels like the clouds that I'm seeing, especially, they're like soft cotton clouds, like I call them cotton balls. And they're there to give us perspective. It's not always clear skies. It's not always going to be that we can look up and see the sun, or the stars and the moon. There may be clouds overhead, but they're not always going to be there. It's the contrast of life. And when we can sit in silence, perfectly still, and be okay with that contrast, with the sky not being clear, that's when we know that we can handle all of life's challenges. We just have to go back into that space in our heart, feel into the love, feel into the peace. It's such a gentle lapping of that water up on the raft, almost like you're in a bath and you're just moving the water around a little bit.
I'm also feeling the nourishment of the time together, the three of us, just being in each other's presence and just talking about the things that matter and how we perceive things to be. And the importance of taking those times, making those times.
It goes back to the choices that we make. Do I choose to show up in the world? Do I choose to show up for myself? And take those moments of silence so I can go deeper in.
I do see Archangel Michael at the helm of this raft. And it was fun because he just took us on this little tiny little wave, but it sort of made us jump a little bit. And then Deb started laughing. And I think there's such an ease about watching this that when life gives us a little bump, do we have to get triggered by it or can we just laugh? Because we know we're safe. We know we're above it. We know we're not in the water. We're safely above it with the angels.
And I feel also, Ruth, that if we made a decision to go into that water and out of the raft, we'd be perfectly okay.
Mhm.
It's that sense of safety and security that stays there no matter what. No matter if we're treading water or if we're sinking down into quicksand or the sandy beach, that sense of safety is there. Knowing who we are and who's guiding us, who we're connected in with when we go into our heart, staying in the light.
Right. We've got options on how much we're going to allow ourselves to be triggered by things. I'm really noticing the sunlight right now, just just how warm it is. Like the perfect temperature. It's not hot, not cold. And the sun for me is so reminiscent of the love of God.
Yes, and it is warm and inviting. There's no fear. just feel that sun on my face as I'm out there with you and Deb in that raft. And we're all just enjoying it. We're not afraid that we're going to get sunburn. We're not afraid of anything. It's just a peaceful moment. It's interesting, Ruth. The more I lay there in that silence, the more the clouds go away. They just kind of moved away, and blue, blue, blue sky. That's so beautiful. It reminds me of the sky in Colorado, that really amazing hue of blue.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking around the raft, which is feeling like it's gotten bigger, and I'm seeing other angels here with us. Divine Mother. It's just our guides. I'm so seeing so many of our guides.
Yeah, I'm hearing the question, how can we stay in this state of peace? Because we have life to live. Some have jobs that they go to during the daytime and some at night. Families, responsibilities. How do we stay in this place of peace through everything?
Yeah, I'm hearing to visualize this scene. Just remember it. Just remember being in this quiet, calm space. Teri, that there was a commercial in the 70s, maybe, Calgon Take Me Away. Do you remember?
I remember that. Yes.
That's what this feels like. It's a Calgon moment.
Yes. Yeah, it truly is. I was having a conversation with a friend not long ago. We were talking about meditation and the fact that you don't have to sit in meditation for an hour. So, in the midst of all of the busyness of your day, see if you can take 5 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's a short meditation or a long meditation. The thing about it is to have a quality time, to sit in that silence, just be. It'll make a world of difference when you've got a lot going on.
So, Teri, I'm not getting that there's anything else other than inviting folks to stay in this energy for as long or as often as they want. Just a reminder that it is there for us all the time.
Absolutely. The next time that you go out and you look up at the sky, just see if you can envision a clear sky without clouds and that peace that comes over you, that everything's okay, everything is working perfectly, it's exactly the way it needs to be. And if there are clouds there, just say thank you. Thank you for showing me the contrast. Yeah, what a beautiful moment of just acknowledging that we can go into peace in any moment. We can go into our hearts and find that peace. And it has to start there. It's the beginning of seeing more of it in our world. Ruth, thank you so much for this meditation today. It's so beautiful. I want to stay on the raft.
Exactly. Well, friends, thank you for being here. Thanks for being open to whatever messages Spirit has for you today. So take good care. God bless. Thank you.